Hey everybody, this is Tom
This is T.
from Show Me Coasters, and today we're doing a little piece on what we think Six Flags St. Louis is going to be getting for the next season.
Mostly wishful thinking, but it's a fun piece.
So we noticed this year that they took out Highland Fling, and Shazam has been closed down as well.
And Excalibur is doing major expansion, so our thought is that Six Flags St. Louis next year might get a flat ride package.
Now my thinking is that Shazam may move over to where Highland Fling was, and then where Shazam currently sits, we'll get the Zamperla Endeavor there, called Catwoman's Whip, to go with the theming of the DC section.
But I kind of disagree with Tom. I noticed that when we travel the country, other Six Flags park do expansion and create a new villains area. So if they are gonna, do a flat ride package next year, we'll probably get a expansion of the park.
And in place of the Excalibur, I think we're going to get the Zamperla Giant Disc, Discovery Disc.
Like the one in Riddler's Revenge in Six Flags Over Texas.
Yeah, that one.
That'd be a great addition to the park.
That would be a good addition to the park, and I think it would fit where Excalibur currently sits. So let's take a look at Shazam. I think they're going to keep Shazam because it's it's not original to the park. It's from 1972. Yeah, it's a almost 50-year-old ride, but it was completely rebuilt in 2009, and I think they're doing the same thing again. That's the reason that there aren't any of the seats aren't attached to it at this point. I think it's going to be rethemed, and they're just going to relocate it in the park.
I disagree with Tom. I mean, Six Flags has a long history of keep fixing these old rides up. Eventually, you just got to cut the loss. They did that with Highland Fling. Keep fixing the old broken part. Can't find new parts. So my thought is that they're going to get a second generation Hush Troika like Triple Play in Chicago. The old Harlequin Spinsanity in Six Flags Over Texas. Now let's look at the Highland Fling. This one's easy. We know they removed the ride.
Yep, we both agree that this is probably going to be replaced by the Zamperla Endeavor ride, like they have at Six Flags Over Texas, called Catwoman's Whip.
I really like this model. I rode it in Texas. It's very open, unlike the Highland Fling, which you sit in the capsule, which is very claustrophobic to me. We know the sign of the park said that the ride's going through major refurbishment, but just for fun, let's see what could replace this. In my opinion, it's going to be the Zamperla Discovery Disc, like Riddler's Revenge in Six Flags Over Texas.
I agree. I think the Zamperla Giant Discovery Disc would be a great addition to the park. Would replace something that's been through several owners in Excalibur. I just don't know quite where they would put it. That's going to require a lot of room. I thought it would fit where Excalibur sits now, but not so sure.
Yeah, just not enough room.
Yeah, there's not enough room there.
And this ride's very popular in Six Flags Over Texas. There's always a long line for this ride. It's just very imposing. It's about 150 feet tall. So the picture doesn't do it justice, but this is a great flat ride.
So now where would Six Flags place all these rides in the park? I think the Endeavor would definitely go where the Highland Fling was, since it's basically the same setup. The Troika can go where the Shazam is. It would fit there very easily. The big question would be, where would you put a giant Discovery Disc?
Yeah, this ride has a big umbrella of swing. I mean, it's like 180 degrees.
Yeah, and it's a very large footprint.
Can't put it in Excalibur. You would have to put a net below to catch things like people's cell phones and stuff. And it's a very tall ride. It's at least 150 feet. The one we saw that Six Flags has.
Oh yeah, it's huge.
The one in the Magic Mountain is like 175.
One of the few places they could put it would be to move Joker Inc. from between Batman and Ninja.
That's true.
To another spot in the park, perhaps over there close to where the new Endeavor would be, and put this there in that spot.
They could call it the Joker.
They could
and
call
retheme
it
the boat something else. Mm-hmm. Or they could name it another villain like Riddler's Revenge, but I don't know what to repeat the same name as the one they had in Texas.
But we can always hope that we would get a 4D free spin as well called the Joker, since they seem to skipping our park with roller coasters for some reason.
Folks, this is a fun piece. You know, Six Flags Corporation does not plan anything on a whim. So anything that's going to come to our park in 2019 was probably planned in 2016, 2017. But Six Flags has been known to do, the unthinkable and exchange ride with different park based on what the park needs. You know, for example, LaRon and Six Flags Great Escape do get a flat rides, but since Six Flags St. Louis flat rides is depleted, they could switch parks and give, let's say Six Flags St. Louis is supposed to get the 40 free spin. They could give those park the 40 free spin and gave the flat ride package that's meant to go to another park. I meant to say the flat ride packages that's supposed to go to LaRon or Great Escape could come to us, and they in return will get our 40 free spin.
So that's going to do it for us for today with this video. Thanks for watching. Give us some feedback. Let us know what you think. Any comments and likes would be welcome. Please like and subscribe. Again, this is Tom.
And this is T. I hope you enjoy our video.
And from Show Me Coasters, have a great day, and we'll see you the next time.